Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Tracie Mahan and this can be a channel segment with Arcturian Daniel and friends. I'm back from Asheville. What an incredible retreat that was, put on by QHHT. If you guys have ever wanted to go to something like that where we did like drumming, ecstatic dance, meditations, of course we did some QHHT related things as well, but you don't have to be a practitioner to go. You can see how sessions are done. You can join in on all the different things that are done there, hikes and different things. Just an incredible time, and lots of shifts for me again. I came back from Egypt with a lot going on. There was this whole Lyran thing going on in Egypt, and I get to Asheville and find out that it's just one more pin on the map of this Lyran thing that is continuing to happen. And Iceland, I leave for Iceland on the 19th, and it's become pretty clear that that's going to be part of a completion of some cycle that I'm in with the Lyran information. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. What I discovered in Asheville, with Julia Cannon's help, by the way. We were just kind of spitballing some things, and she had me just close my eyes and be in the pyramid and be in the King's Chamber when all of that opened up in that Lyran. If you haven't seen it, it's Egypt in the Lyran song. That's a post that I made, and it was this whole experience I had in the King's Chamber. I was shown very clearly that I opened a portal in real time to that lifetime, and that part of my soul transferred over to me, and that's why I felt that grieving so strong and why it carried on as long as it did. And then there was healing for that in Asheville. So incredible things. We live in an amazing world. We are amazing beings. We are multidimensional. We are experiencing more than just this life, and we are all doing this together. So with all that being said, I'm going to go get Daniel. Let's find out what he has to say for the collective at this time. Okay. Oh, Latte's going to join me. Hold on. Okay. We like to bring in all kinds of just accolades to everyone. Beautiful, beautiful times. We know that a lot of you have been faced with things that aren't always comfortable. And over the last few weeks, we have been encouraging humanity to look at these things differently, to embrace them and to lend an ear to understand them. Why is this in my life? Why did this happen? Why is this event taking place? Why is that one not taking place? All the things. And allow yourself to process all the feelings that go with it. What is the messages as well? And as you guys are all evolving in this beautiful world together, as you are all bringing in information, everyone around the world, you are all connected, and you are all having access to new information that has been coming in. These portals have been opening all around the world, and new information has been coming in. Many of you are starting to put voice to that. Many of you are finding yourself on a timeline now where information is finding you. You have elevated to access new information. Now it's new to you, but the information has always been there. Can we say it that way? And so you find yourself now on a timeline where you're accessing something different, something you haven't heard, seen, or experienced before. And as you are coming across the new information, it can be exciting. We want those doors to open for you. We want you to start stepping through and igniting yourself in this energy of information. You are a multidimensional being who is connected to all things, and all things are connected to you. You have access to them. And when you become the energetic match, which means when your belief system starts to elevate to this place of understanding that you have this access, and you always have and you always will, and it's always there for you, it starts to connect the dots, and the information will start to flow to you more easily and effortlessly, and you will trust it more, and you'll find yourself in a world that is being created around you that is much different than the reality that you are sitting in at this present moment. So as you start to realize that, yes, portals can open, yes, you can have access to real time in different worlds in time and space in your history, you can have access to these other dimensional things. You already have the programs and the insight and the understanding within you. You already have the know-how within you. And when you become the vibrational match to that information, it will be given to you. And we hear someone saying, well, why can't I have access to it right now? There are certain pieces of information, certain access points where you have to reach a certain vibration, a frequency. And that frequency is when you are not in fear of things, right? When you fear things, you can sabotage things, and that can hold you back from this information. It is important for the collective, for all things that are connected, all time, all space, all dimensions and realities. It is very important for everybody that you are in the right space, that you are in the right frequency and vibration, and that you come from a place of love when you are entering into these new spaces. We cannot, or it would be undesirable, we could say, it would be undesirable if you were to connect with them if there was still fear attached, or if there were doubt, or anything that comes from that lower frequency, or that fear vibration could contaminate this other frequency. And so it is a frequency match before you can get to this information. Hopefully that helps you understand why, if it is not available to you now, that is why. There is something there in your field, in your frequency, that is not a vibrational match to allow you access. It is like if you cut a key and you missed one of the grooves, it's not quite going to let you, it's almost all the way there, but it's not quite going to let you in yet, is it? And then you fix that groove and then you have access. And so that is the journey. That is the journey to get to the information. You're finding out what key cuts still need to be made for me to have access to that information. Where do I still need to be shaped into an energetic match to this frequency so that I can have access? Now, some of you have already been gaining some of that access, and you have been getting knowledge, and you have been writing books, and you have been sitting with information that you are calculating out and mapping out in your mind, because it is changing everything about what you believe. And that is going to continue to happen. Belief systems keep crumbling, okay? You crumbled belief systems that you had when you were younger. And then you come into this world or come into this next phase of ascension, and everything that you crumbled before and the new belief systems that were built, now those are crumbling, and new belief systems are coming in, and then those will crumble, and then new ones will come in, until that ascension process is where you wanted it to be, to evolve you into the fifth dimensional frequencies. And then it just doesn't end, does it? Because then you can always move forward again. Some of you may decide to take a rest period as you are climbing this ascension ladder. But fear not, you are going to come back stronger than ever after your rest. And so don't you worry if you feel like your life is temporarily on hold, because we say it is temporary, and then you will be moving forward again. So we are excited for all of you to continue to gain access to the new knowledge, continue to open the doors to these timelines that hold the next level of information. And when you get to that next level of information, you might be like, hey, this information was posted 2 or 3 years ago. We say to you, don't you worry about that. That is still new information. It is still new information. You just jumped onto a timeline that held that information, and maybe it held the information for a couple of years now, or maybe there's information in the history of that timeline that is resonant for the new information that you are accessing. Hopefully that makes sense to you. You have to remember that you are creating these timelines, that you are creating these new waves of information. They are coming to you because you are opening those doors, because you are pursuing, because you are asking for it, because you are moving forward in that asking and researching and looking and finding. And so continue to ask the universe to show you that which you don't know, which to ask for, right? That which you don't know. Show me. I don't know to ask for this because I don't know it exists. So show me and see where that takes you. All right, dear ones, we will complete this video here. Thank you so much for allowing us this time with you. And thank you so much for all the things that you are doing for humanity at this time. We will give you back, Tracie. Okay, wonderful. Well, you guys, I am at the end of all the things that I have been telling you. Join me for this, join me for that. I've been to Egypt. I've done the workshops. The only thing left is on June 19th. If you still want to try to squeeze into that cruise, there might still be some room available on the cruise ship. We would have room for you in the workshop. I'm not sure where the cruise ship is for accommodations, but if you wanted to try it out, traciemahan.com, go to the Iceland link and contact Patrice with the Norwegian Cruise Lines to see if you can still get in on that amazing trip to Iceland. Okay. The next thing I have coming up, and I'll have some more things to fill in the blanks, but I have the Star Knowledge Conference in October. That information is also on my website. So please come check that out. That's going to be in October in, I believe, South Dakota. And there's going to be a whole group of us speaking there. It's going to be another amazing event. There's going to be music. There's going to be sound healing. There's going to be transformational things happening. I'm going to be channeling with Daniel. I know there's some other people coming in that are doing some really powerful things. There's going to be drumming. There's going to be life-altering things going on in these events. So consider looking into them and finding your way to them if they call to you. All right, you guys, stay tuned for the banners. I think I only have one left to put up. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.